Okay guys, second week for our new format for vocabulary. This week it's Mrs. DiRienzo and it's chapter 19. Here are your 10 words: benign, blasé, comprise, condescend, facade, glib, haughty, libel, pseudonym, and redundant. Okay. Number 1, benign. The little girl had a benign smile when asking her mother for a toy. Benign means showing or expressive of gentleness or kindness, and it is an adjective, so it describes a noun. Oftentimes, if a tumor is considered benign, that means it's not cancerous, so it's gentle, it's not going to hurt you. Word 2 is blasé. The freshmen had so much enthusiasm at the pep rally, however, the seniors were very blasé. Blasé means lacking enthusiasm or bored, and it is an adjective. I'm sure some of the seniors will be blasé when they return from senior trip. Your next word is comprise. A nurse's job comprises checking and updating patients' charts, distributing medication, and checking vitals. Comprise means to include or contain, and it is a verb. Oftentimes when you look at a product's ingredients, it's telling you what is comprised in it. Your next word is condescend. The obnoxious movie star wouldn't condescend to talk to the fans, even though they waited hours in the cold weather to see her. Condescend means to do something one feels is beneath oneself. It is a verb. So that means doing something that you feel that you're better than. So if you feel you're too good to do something, then that means you wouldn't condescend to do that. Your next word is facade. The facade of the school was so unique. Facade is the front of a building, and it is a noun. So a lot of times in order to encourage businesses to come into shopping malls and things, they will renew the facade by changing up the colors, changing the bricks, making it look new. So changing the facade. Your next word is glib. The student is always ready with a glib remark as to why he did not have his homework. Glib means characterized by a smooth, easy manner of speaking that often suggests insincerity or thoughtlessness. It's an adjective. So usually if you say that someone's being glib, it tends to be a negative connotation. It's not, if someone's being glib, it's not necessarily a positive way of speaking, or someone would not necessarily take the way you're speaking to be very positive. Your next word is haughty. The girl's haughty manner caused more people to dislike them. Haughty means is a point of looking down on others or arrogant, and it is an adjective. So, for instance, in the movie Mean Girls, Regina George and all her little minions, the Mean Girls, they had very haughty attitudes. They would look down on how others dressed, how they interacted with each other. You know, they felt everyone was losers compared to them. They would never condescend to sit with anyone but themselves. Okay, your next word is libel. In the tabloids, we see a lot of libel regarding famous people. Libel is the publishing of false information that harms a person's reputation. Libel is a noun, and libel often has to do with celebrities if they are writing things that are not true about them, like so-and-so is a drug addict or so-and-so doesn't pay child support, and those things are not true, and that could hurt the potential for them to get a job in the future, like being picked for a movie or a play or a commercial. The celebrity would then try to sue that magazine or newspaper, saying, look, that was libelous, you are damaging my career. Your next word is pseudonym. Usually when students get in trouble with a teacher who do not know them, they give a pseudonym in hopes of not being caught. So a pseudonym is a false claim used by an author, a pen name. So it's a noun, and a pseudonym is just another name that people use. So sometimes people might call it a street name. Sometimes, yeah, we would call it a pen name for an author. If you have a nickname with your friends and that's what they call you all the time, then that is your pseudonym. And your last word is redundant. The mistakes in the research essay became so redundant that the teacher circled the changers instead of correcting them. So redundant means wordy or needless to say. It is an adjective. Redundant means used over and over again, used so much so that it can become boring and expected. We often try to teach you new words like vocabulary in order to avoid your writing from becoming redundant. So if you ask, why do we learn so many words every year? It's because we want you guys to have a lot of words in your arsenal so your writing does not become redundant. Okay, there are your 10 words for this week. I hope you study hard for them and you do your homework and you come back to the video anytime that you need to go back over them. Thanks so much, guys, and we will catch you next week.